It is getting close as we speak, with rain and warmer temperatures across Marshall into DeKalb County, parts of Morgan County as well. That dividing line right around Scottsboro, Highway 72, down to the Tennessee River in Madison County, and then stretching back into parts of Morgan County. We do expect with time we are going to warm up the atmosphere, and a lot of this is going to change over. But in the meantime, this is still some light freezing rain that you see around Decatur, Athens, through parts of Huntsville, Madison County, also into Jackson County. Use some caution on roadways as we get closer to sunset and that sun starts to go down. We may begin to have some more problems travel-wise with slick roadways. And that's certainly going to continue to be the case out here in the northwest corner of the state. Again, solidly looking at light freezing rain from Moulton to Russellville, Florence, Muscle Shoals, Rogersville to the Athens area. And this is likely to persist for several more hours. Not only travel problems, but the ice buildup may start to cause some problems with some power issues. Again, we are warm enough for liquid precip, Fort Payne to Guntersville, but just below freezing, Huntsville, Decatur, we're solidly below freezing with temperatures closer to the upper 20s to around 30 degrees out towards the Shoals. Temperatures, though, are expected to gradually climb as we work our way through this evening and tonight. And by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, likely heavy rain, steady rain, and temperatures that will begin the day in the 40s. Ice storm warning continues if you're in Colbert, Franklin, Lauderdale County, and for the remainder of the area, we do have a winter weather advisory with the possibility for some more slick and hazardous travel out there heading into the early evening hours until we get that transition to just a cold rainfall. Future radar showing we'll see that slowly push northward between now and early evening, but notice it continues to be frozen out towards the Shoals. By 11 o'clock, though, most of North Alabama at that point should have made a transition over to a cold rainfall. Meteorologist Amber Kulik has been out in the Shoals. Again, we expected it to be the worst out there. We've had plenty of problems. Checking in with you now, Amber, for the latest on what you're seeing.
Hey Jeff, yeah, it has been back and forth all day long. We started out with that sleet this morning that kind of coated the roadways for a good portion of the morning hours. Now we're starting to see a little more of way of the light freezing rain because it is raining here, but I did notice when we were getting in the storm tracker that there was another nice coating of ice on top of it, and my roof camera can't even move it because it is frozen at this point. So let's go ahead and get a look outside at those roads. They look a little different than they did earlier. Now at noon I gave you an update. They had turned to more of a slushy consistency. Now we're back to puddle and rain consistency. But again, like Jeff just said, we are below freezing out here. So even though the roads look okay, it is still idea to stay home if you can as we head into the rest of the day today. And this is going to continue as we move into the overnight hours tonight. So play it safe. Stay home if you can, for sure, especially here in Northwest Alabama. But that's the update I have for you out here. I'm trying to stay warm. It is definitely on the cold side for sure. But I'm going to send things back to you in the studio live in Muscle Shoals. I'm StormTracker meteorologist Amber Kulik.
All right, thank you, Amber. Be safe out there. Again, the concern is as we now head towards sunset and we start to get dark, we may see things freeze back up out there on the roadways. We're continuing to monitor the weather situation. We'll have another update here live on air coming up at 6 o'clock. I'm also doing some live updates on our streaming apps, our streaming channels, and on social media as we track this winter storm moving through North Alabama. For now, we will send it back to regular programming.
Is to the corner. Shamit will fire.